Moldova is the poorest country in Europe. And in that poverty, the most innocent children carry the heaviest burdens. Every year, thousands of vulnerable boys and girls, abandoned, orphaned, left behind, stand at a silent crossroad. One path leads to despair, the other to destiny. But for many of them, there is no real choice. Because before they can take a step forward, danger finds them. These children grow up without the safety of a family, without anyone to call when they are afraid, without someone to fight for them when the world gets dark. And that makes them a target.
My father passed away when I was a few months old. He died in a fire.
When I was in my teens, a girl approached me and said, "Yana, you are poison," implying that just because I was poor and came from a family of 9 children, I was worse than a nobody.
On the one hand, he kept threatening me if I would ever say anything to anyone. But on the other hand, he said that what he was doing was normal.
In the small, often overlooked country of Moldova, nestled between forgotten borders and buried dreams, pain wears many faces. Here, poverty doesn't live in numbers or charts. It lives in cold rooms, in empty fridges, in the silence of a child who stopped asking why.
I was so scared. I was scared to stay at home alone with him. But I kept going back there because my younger brother, Vadim, was still living there and I wanted to see him. My sister and I told our mother, but she didn't believe us. She told us that we have watched way too many movies. He used to tell us, "Come, sit closer and watch me. I will practice on your mother and you can watch it." My mother did not say anything. I couldn't understand.
Usually, we slept on the floor, and many nights I fell asleep wondering if we would have something to eat the next day.
He then asked me to take off my clothes. I started to cry and he told me if I didn't take my clothes off, he will. I thought to myself, this is the last day of my life. Then gathered all my courage and told him that I would start to scream if he tried to do anything to me. He slapped me so hard that I fell. When I woke up, I could not believe what he did. I hated myself. I started to scream, so he hit me and I blacked out again. When I woke up, I was already dressed, but I had blood on my body. I started to cry and he threatened me that if I ever tell anyone about this, I will not be alive. I was so scared of him every time he was in the room. One day, I decided that I couldn't do it anymore. So I went to the school balcony to end my life. I told my sister Nastya that I wanted to die, and she told me that she was going through the same thing. She was just too scared to tell me before. We took 2 knives and went into the fields. Our plan was to die together. My sister told me to go first. As I held my knife, I told her that I cannot do it. I told her, what if I will still be alive after this? I am scared of blood. I cannot do this. What am I going to do without you? My sister Nastya was scared as well. A lady saw me and tried to help me. She brought me home. My mother was not home. Only my younger sister, whose legs were tied from a pillar like a dog. Later on, I was sent to a children's center.
Human trafficking doesn't always look like violence. Sometimes it looks like a promise, a job, a home, a better future. Sometimes it sounds like kindness, but it ends in chains. In Moldova, human trafficking thrives in silence, and silence is everywhere. Girls, some as young as 13 or 14, are lured by strangers who speak softly, who promise safety, who offer escape, but instead of freedom, they are trapped, smuggled, sold, erased. Some never make it back, and the ones who do, they return with eyes that have seen too much, with dreams that no longer feel safe, with hearts that struggle to believe in love again. The tragedy goes deeper.
My name is Mihaela. I'm a first-year student studying pedagogy and chemistry and biology. One of my biggest dreams is to finish my studies successfully. I lived through very difficult moments. I've known loneliness, I've known hunger, pain, and shame. I've never met my father, and I was raised by a stepfather. Later, I was sent to an orphanage, where I stayed for a year. No one came to visit us. Many times my mother would promise she'd come the next day. We would get our clothes ready, but she never came. When we finally returned home, my mother had become colder. She no longer gave her attention to us. Together with her partner, she made us suffer. Plus, he used to beat her very much. I used to hide the knives, the axes, anything he could use to hurt my mother. Many times we were kicked out of the house. I slept outside with our dog and cat because they kept me warm. Other times, I would walk the streets at midnight, crying and asking myself, why is this happening to me? Why are some families happy and we are not? One day, my mother decided to take us to a Christian church, only because she knew that people there were kind and would help us with food and clothes for the winter. But I personally liked it there, not because of the food, but because of the love and warmth I felt, something I never felt at home. Whenever my mother threw me out of the house at night, I would just look at the sky and pray that God would grant me 4 wishes: to have a phone, a bicycle, but above all, to have parents who were not addicted to alcohol and a home that wouldn't fall apart. I never wanted to go back home. Whenever I visited other families, I wished I could stay there forever. One day, after school, I came home and found my mother drunk, surrounded by many men. I ran into the middle of the street, not knowing where to go.
Because behind every trafficked girl is a long history of pain. She may have been raised in an orphanage where hugs were rare and birthdays forgotten. She may have grown up watching her mother suffer in silence, or never knowing who her father was. In Moldova, brokenness is inherited, passed down like an unwanted legacy, and the girls who come from these shattered places, they are the most vulnerable, because no one is looking for them. No one knocks on their doors to check in. No one files a report when they disappear. They vanish quietly, and the world moves on. But not us. At the orphans' hands, we refuse to let that be the end of their story. We go to the very places where others turn away, into orphanage, broken villages, and hidden pain. We find these daughters before the traffickers do. We step into the silence and speak life.
Now I'm studying to become a doctor, and I want my future profession to be a way to serve the people, because by saving the bodies, I want the souls be saved as well. Hello, my name is Svetlana. I was born in a small village from Moldova. I have an older brother, and I should have an older sister that could take care of me. When I was a child, I knew what it means to work, because I helped my parents to raising animals and to work in land. My father was violent with me and my family. The most devastating moment from my life was when I had to save my mother's life, because my father's beating her so bad. After the moment with my mother when I had to save her life and I didn't know how to do it, I realized that I want to become a doctor to save many others' life. When I finished high school, I was afraid because I didn't know what to do and how to continue my studies because of financial situation in my family. And I prayed a lot, and God gave me the answer, and it was the orphans' hands.
What if hope didn't arrive too late? Because timing is everything. For a child standing at that silent crossroads, one voice can change the direction of an entire life. At the orphans' hands, we believe prevention is the most powerful rescue of all. That stopping trafficking doesn't begin at the border. It begins much earlier, in classrooms, in kitchens, in conversations that say, "You matter, you are seen, you are not alone."
My dad, he died when I was 5 and he was addicted to alcohol.
I'm missing a lot during my childhood, but mostly I'm missing having a father, a whole family.
My childhood was hard
My mom is ill and is often in the hospital. Since I was 7, I took care of my younger sister. I didn't have opportunity to study because of financial difficulties.
We work where vulnerability begins, with children who have never been chosen, with girls who learn too early that love can be conditional, with boys who are taught to survive instead of dream. So we stay, we build trust, we walk with them through years, not moments. We become the safety they've never had, the steady presence that doesn't disappear when things get hard. Inside our homes, laughter returns. Trauma is met with patience. Faith is rebuilt slowly, gently, not as a rule, but as a refuge. Here, a girl learns that her body is not a commodity, that her voice has power, that her past doesn't define her worth, and something extraordinary begins to happen. When children are loved consistently, they are protected early. When they are equipped with truth and surrounded by family, they stop seeing themselves as orphans. They become daughters. They become sons. Not in name alone, but in identity, in belonging, in knowing they are chosen, not abandoned. And from that place of belonging, something even greater is born. Because daughters who are healed do not keep love to themselves, and sons who are restored do not walk past suffering in silence. They become the hands of Jesus. The same children who once needed rescue now run toward others who are still trapped in the dark. The same girls who were almost stolen now stand at village doors, warning others of the lies they once believed. They go back not as victims, but as messengers of hope. They organize camps for children who have never known joy. They create spaces where laughter is safe again, where a child can play without fear, where faith is introduced gently, through kindness, not force. They visit poor families, where parents feel ashamed of their emptiness. They bring food, they bring warmth, they bring dignity. And most of all, they bring presence, because they know what absence feels like.
My name is Galina, and this is my husband Gennady. We are the parents in one of the houses from Vatra village, and this is a blessing for us. And I never thought I would become a parent in one of these houses. Now I have the opportunity to help other girls that used to be like me. I come from a very poor family. My mom used to live with different men, and she didn't care about us. We are 5 children in our family, and because we were living very bad, the government took us in the orphanage, and I lived there for 9 years. And those weren't the best years that I lived, but through all of this, God had a plan. And after I finished the orphanage, I didn't know what to do. I didn't have money. I didn't have the courage to go to study. And As the teachers used to tell me that I'm nobody, it was hard for me to take a step, and that was the time when I met Cameron family, and they helped me to continue my studies. And after I finished my studies, I met Gennady. I have someone with whom I can serve the Lord in this ministry. I still remember when Philip Cameron was telling us that if we are born, God has a plan. And now this is our motto. We tell the girls that they are special, they are loved, and God has a plan for their lives.
This young woman and man don't just speak about love, they embody it with dirty hands, with tired feet, with open hearts. They sit with children who feel invisible. They listen to stories no one else has time for. They say the words that once saved them. You are not alone. You matter. There is another way. This is the miracle. They were not only saved, they were sent. Sent into villages where hope had run out. Sent into homes where despair felt normal. Sent into the very places where their own story could have ended. To rewrite the ending for someone else. What once was a cycle of abandonment becomes a legacy of restoration. Orphans become sons and daughters. Sons and daughters become servants, and servants become rescuers. This is how the kingdom grows, quietly, faithfully, through transformed lives that refuse to forget where they came from. And it all begins when someone chose to love a child early. This young woman and man return to vulnerable communities, not as victims, but as trusted voices that say, I've been where you are, and there is another way. They do not help from a distance, they walk alongside. One rescued life becomes many. One intervention multiplies across communities. One safe child grows into a protector of others. This is how cycles are broken, not temporarily, but generationally. This is how change really happens, not all at once, but child by child, village by village, generation by generation. And it's possible because someone, somewhere, chose to care early, chose to step in before the darkness did. This isn't a moment of rescue that fades when the story ends. It's a life changed at the right time. A child reached before the damage is done. A future quietly redirected. And it all starts because someone chose to care. And it begins with you.
Later on, I was sent to a children's center, where I met someone who was part of the Orphans family. When I heard about it, I thought to myself that the chances of me getting in there are slim. But I was so happy when I heard that there was a place for me there. I went into my room and I thanked God for it. My mother came to the family day at Vatra recently, and She saw how we live here and she loved it. I am so grateful to everyone involved in this, for everything I was given here.
When I joined the Orphans' Hands, I was told that I am special and that God has an amazing plan for my life. I received daily encouragement from Philip and Chrissy Cameron. We call them Dad and Mom now. That no matter how I look or where I come from, I am special. My encouragement to you is that everything happens in its own time, never sooner or later, and that the Lord always blesses abundantly at the right time.
But God led me to people who care about me and taught me to love those who also need help like I used to. And He took my broken pieces and transformed them into a masterpiece.
But God saw my pain and accepted me His child, and now He is my family. There are no orphans of God.
But now I'm happy that I can study and I can follow my dream. And I have learned that God can turn your trials into triumphs.
I am so grateful for the Orphans' Hands. It changed my life. It changed me. If it weren't for them, I would not be who I am today. I wouldn't have learned and grown like I had and like I'm doing right now. I am so grateful to have someone to help me with my studies. Otherwise, I would not be able to have an education. Thank you.
Thank you for everything you're doing for me and my future. May God bless you.
And then God brought me to the Orphans' Hands. I'm very grateful that there are good people who care about me. I'm so thankful for everything I have, and I never throw anything away. I appreciate every single little thing I have. Thank you. Thank you for giving me a chance.
Today, there are still children standing at that silent crossroads. And the truth is, we cannot reach them without people who are willing to stand with us. We invite you to become part of this story. Stand with us. Protect a child. Restore a future. Because somewhere right now, a child is waiting for someone to care in time. And that someone could be you.